Good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening of Monday, the 6th of May, 2024. No important U.S. data out tomorrow. We'll get from the Treasury some of their auction results or what they're going to auction for Wednesday and Thursday in amounts on shorter-term T-bills, but that's about it. When I look at the day's action today and I look at the news of the day obviously was Hamas had accepted the Israeli deal. No, they didn't. Hamas took the Israeli deal, according to the Wall Street Journal, not me, and inserted into the deal that there'll be a full Israeli pullout, that there will be a cessation, permanent, of the war. And when that is accomplished, then they will start releasing hostages, if you will, 50 Palestinians for each first phase of 30 some odd hostages held by them. Then there'll be a second and third phase. Nowhere has Israel ever, that I have seen, said it will cease, number one, going after Hamas. Number two, a permanent withdrawal of Israel forces. Number three, or withdrawal at all. And number three, all the rest of the nonsense. So if you want to believe Hamas, I welcome you to do so. They are liars. They play the press, and if you fall into their trap, fine, and that's what our young people are doing in America and across the country. And the reason is we feel for the Palestinian people. You know that, I know that. That is what we feel, and they're playing on that. The reality is they could care less. Their goal is let 20, 30,000 of them die. It plays into their hands. The world will hold Israel accountable for that, and that's their war. Okay. In the dollar index, stable. In fact, if you look at most currencies, they haven't gone anywhere. What has happened is the market today, a sigh of relief. We're through with jobs data. We're going to go into PPI, CPIs, JOLTS reports, things of that nature down the road. But we're done with that. So the question is, and I think the markets realize this, if it stays as is and the data continues to weaken in jobs, the odds are the Fed gives you at least a cut this year, maybe two. I doubt two, but it's possible. When I look at the gold market, you can see that the market gave you a little bit of a bounce. You're up $24 early on. The market is still stuck in this next level that we had been in. Remember, I had told you, think of this as your first level, then you fell down to this one, and you're void of a trend. You're no longer in the pattern of lower highs, lower lows. Now you have a higher high and a lower low. You ended that downtrend pattern. Now the goal is, can the market get up to the 18-day average, and what does it do there if you believe there's going to be upside in the market? It held the lower Bollinger Bands in looking back at it, and it's correcting an oversold market. Is it trending? It is not. When you look at the gold-silver ratio, it's back underneath the 80 level. So it's back underneath key numbers. That is very, very important. And the chart turns silver because it favors silver now. And how much was silver up today? To just give you an idea, let's look at it. 92 cents, 92.5 cents. These are huge moves in the market. I mean, that's a $5,000 move practically on a full-size contract. You broke the downtrend. You no longer have lower highs, lower lows. The resistance, like gold, the 18-day average of closes. Copper maintains its bullishness. If China's really growing its economy, copper is going to be in very good shape. We know there'll be shortages down the road. We see merger and acquisition attempts already within the industry. You've had a correction. You lost the embedded reading. Are you going to go over this number or first down to the 18-day average of closes? You had a break where you didn't get to that number. It doesn't have to really break again. In the platinum, this was the leader of the metals to the upside, and it's now become the market that goes into, I've exhausted myself. Where am I going to go? And that's just what you're running into. You're overbought. You've exhausted the market at this point. If it can pick up and run again, well, the upper Bollinger Band, but right now it's probably more likely to play around that 18-day average of closes. And in the dollar, well, now the dollar has another thing to consider. Now the Mideast tensions are likely to pick up. Israel's war cabinet today gave the go-ahead, go into Rafah. 100,000 people have been told to leave a certain area. Israel will perform surgical wipeout. I don't want to use the word attacks. Their policy has been take down city blocks at a time. Why would this be any different? They're going to go in where they go in on these surgical strikes and try to eliminate Hamas, all right? And Hamas is doing nobody any good. They want to do them good, except the proposal that Egypt, Qatar, the United States, the UK has all signed off on, if you will, and Israel. And you keep modifying it, you're not going to get your way. Higher high, lower low, you can see where the market is there. So you put it together, you come up with game plans in the morning, and that's what I do. Whether you're a trader of the futures, the stocks, the ETF market, I start you off each morning with charts that look this way. A lot more lines than what you're seeing here. They are in jet black. Then my videos get posted and we talk about what these mean as we look at them. And what are we doing? We're looking at weekly charts, daily charts, 40 different ones, trying to come up with patterns that make sense for a trade. Not all trades work, not all trades lose. They're very balanced. Unfortunately, I wish that everything we did was a winner. You get trade recommendation, point of entry, profit objectives, the package, the combo package is the way to go, is it covers all this. Many times I'll get a signal, for example, in a futures market that's got too much risk, but when I go over and look at the Spider ETF, bingo! I can go to GLD, I can go to SLV, I can go to the different markets, or bingo, I get a signal in Spider's ETFs. I don't like it. The futures are a better play. They work off each other because so many of the Spider ETFs are based on the futures markets. Simply go to iraepstein.com research or move your cursor to the top here. It'll take you there and find out more. I'm Ira. I hope I see you in the morning in our research area for this area in our combo package. You have a good evening.